Welcome to this new video that is a part of a series I will be posting about clowns and jesters ruling the world. I will be decoding videos and movies on this topic. So the first video is a song from a band I had never heard about. Great, I didn't. And I found it as I was researching. I will not play the video because the music is really horrendous. Actually, you cannot call that music. It's very aggressive and the singer doesn't sing, he yells. And actually it gave me a headache when I listened to it. But anyway, I will comment the lyrics and the symbols of the video because there is a lot of information in it. I will play the next two songs I will decode for part 2 and 3 because they are nice songs with artistic setups, but this one I really can't. You can look it up if you're curious and see how many seconds you can stand it. So the band is called Onslaught. It has the beginning of the word slaughter in it, and it also contains the word laugh. That is a reference to the laughing god. The title is Bow to the Clowns, and this is very telling. On this picture you can see this very pale man, and his torso is a skeleton, and he's very pale so he represents death, and he has a black hat that is a symbol of Saturn, and in the background you can see fire. Here is one of their albums, Generation Antichrist, so it's clear who they are working for. On the album cover we can see the wheel. The wheel can be a symbol of the wheel of reincarnation and also the oak apple. Inside the wheel we can see the pentagram and a triangle with the all-seeing eye and another pentagram inside. So here are the lyrics. Roll up to the land of the free with orders to obey. This reminds me of the movie They Live. Step into a world of clowns. So this is telling us that indeed we live in a world of clowns. Elite in every way. White face, fake painted smile. So this white face with a fake painted smile is a reference to the Joker, to the grinning man, to clowns, of course, and to the man who laughs. And this is all a representation of the laughing god. I have a whole decode about the laughing god. So if you haven't watched it yet, you will find interesting information in this video. Then it says, born into pretend. This is telling us that they are actors. Pacifying all around, in darkness world descends. This is telling us that those clowns running the world are taking the world into darkness. We only see what they want us to. We only read what they want us to read. We only hear what they want us to. They want to make us bleed. And I have been saying for quite a long time now that the machine feeds on blood. And those clowns work for the machine. Bow down to the clowns when the circus comes to town. And we live in a circus. Bow down to the clowns, watch the puppets dance and drown. This is a reference to people who follow the clowns and fall for their show. Who's wearing the crown, pulling strings, we all fall down. Bow down to the clowns, the great fucking show in town. And yes, this world is a clown show. Stand up for the star attraction. A carnival of freaks. Yeah, this world is a clown show, it's a carnival. Walking through a ring of fire. So the ring of fire is a reference to hell. A masked pretender speaks, hands clap, sugar candy lies. Okay, the candies, we saw that with the Candy Man in my video about the Joker and the Green Goblin. Fear becomes your friend. this world is based on fear. It's a lush harvesting system, so the clowns always make a freaky show. Step up to the carousel. So this is a symbol of the wheel. And we've seen in my last video about the laughing god that it was all about the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune tarot card appeared linked to the laughing god, to the great harlequin, the jesters, that is the Joker. The magic never ends. This reminds me of Queen It's a Kind of Magic, but unfortunately the spells they are casting are not in our favor. Then he repeats what we had on the first column. Then he says, obey, control, divide, and defeat. So we have obey again. This is a reference to the movie They Live. Control, divide is exactly what they are doing. And defeat, I guess they defeat us. They defeat people, they defeat the rebellions, they impose what they want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up to the land of the free. Bring your sons and your daughters. Welcome to the New World Order. So yes, basically they are telling us that they are after our children. The Clown's World is 191 in English ordinal, matching one of the atomic masses of element osmium. And osmium is Oz, representing the land of Oz and the Wizard of Oz. Oz is also operating system. With 191 in English ordinal, we have infinite time loop. So we can see that this clown's world in which we are living is linked to the infinite time loop we are stuck in. Then we have a primitive archaic game, The Octopus Garden. As you know, this is a song from the Beatles, but it has a very twisted message in it, because the octopus is the demiurge. So it is telling us that we are in the garden of the demiurge, and this is very fitting in here because we will see the octopus depicted in this video. Then we have Are We Being Harvested? They Live, We Sleep. This famous movie shows the invaders occupying the earth, and they have submitted the human race through mind control, basically, sending a frequency that enables the aliens not to be seen by people. CERN, Switzerland, Society of Jesus. And it's interesting here to see that they are running this clown world. And spirit in matter. We live in a material world in which the spirit is trapped inside a body. 191 is linked to the number 54 in pi because 54 appears at the 191st digit of pi. So 54 is element xenon, a very important number. And you see the color of the symbol is this green, the matrix green, and there is the symbol of the ring and a lightning inside. And Xi is the X. And 54 is also related to the movie They Live because the frequency they are sending to control the population is sent through cable 54. With 54 in Chaldean, we have the machine elf. In my last video about the laughing god, we had this element xenon related to the X, the Wheel of Fortune card. The X is the Roman number 10, and 10 is the Wheel of Fortune tarot card linked to reincarnation. The jealous god. This is Jehovah, Yahweh, the Tetragrammaton, Yod-He-Vav-He, the God of the Old Testament. Dungeon Master, Hypnotic Trance, the Dream Machine, Dreams Transmitter, the Virtual Reality, Living on Video, Haunted Machine, the digital spider. We will see it in a few slides. Blood control, and the machine feeds on blood. Trapped in hell. And we are in the clown's world, trapped in hell. Inverted world. The Matrix has you. The burning lion and lost in the maze. This is our condition here. The clown's world is 63 in Chaldean, matching element Europium. To me it's your opium. And opium is linked to Morpheus, the god of dreams, and we are dreaming this reality. And with 63 in Chaldean we have mischievous spirit, the 5-pointed star, and we've seen that this 5-pointed star is the symbol of the entity running this place. Then we have the land of slavery, Shiva the destroyer, black cube of Saturn, particle accelerator. We had CERN Switzerland, and here we have particle accelerator. Emerald computer. Emerald is the color of Emerald City in the land of Oz. And supercomputer. We also have trapped in a machine. And of course we live in a simulation. On the right you can see the building from which cable 54 is emitting the frequencies. Now the clown's world matches Society of Jesus in 11 different ciphers. So this seems to be telling us something. Maybe they are in contact with the entities that people see on GMT. We had 191 in English ordinal for the clown's world, and this is the 43rd prime number. It matches the spider medicine card. And the spider is a representation of the demiurge. It also represents the web we are caught in. In alchemy it is linked to element technetium, that means artificial, and it also refers to technology. So this is an indication that the clown world is artificial. In Chaldean we had 63, and 63 appears at the 31st digit of the golden ratio. In Chaldean with 31 we have the matrix. So this is telling us that the matrix is the clown's world. Then we have the joker, deceiver, serial killer, and the evil AI. World of Clowns is 179 in English ordinal and in Jewish ordinal, so we have it twice. With 179 in English ordinal we have the harvest machine, DNA printing machine, the hypnotist, the wheel of samsara, that is the wheel of reincarnation, the 5-pointed star, hologram reality, world of fantasy, and Yaldabaoth chief archon. 179 appears at the 43rd digit of the golden ratio, and once again we have the spider medicine card indicating the demiurge, and we have the demiurge with Yaldabaoth chief archon. So you see, it doesn't matter if we wrote World of Clowns or Clown's World, because we got the same outcome, that is, the link to the demiurge. In Chaldean we have 64, matching element gadolinium, that is, the god element. And with 64 in Chaldean we have the Wizard of Oz, 5-pointed star, so once again we have it. We had it with 179. The White Rabbit Matrix, Saturn Death Machine, hologram copy, the machine is a cannibal, you spin me round, and I put that one because you will see that during the video everything is spinning. We have the wheel. When you hear spinning, it's a reference to the wheel of reincarnation, and in the video we have it 3 times. And actually many objects are spinning in the video. Then we have trapped and limited, which is our condition in the matrix. And what are the archons? So again, it's all about the archons. It could be that the clowns represent the archons. It's a very likely possibility. So it seems that the clowns and the jesters represent the archons. And 179 is the 41st prime number, matching element niobium. And the symbol of niobium is the 5-pointed star. So this is the third time we have the reference to the 5-pointed star. Here I will put the 3 pictures of wheels. In the videos, of course, they are spinning and spinning quite fast. Those wheels can represent the wheel of reincarnation. It definitely represents spinning. And they can also represent the oak apple gall. This is related to the printer of the matrix and the making of the ink. Then we have a lot of puppet master symbolism. So this means that he is aware that he is controlled remotely by a force outside. And he's not only picturing himself, he's picturing other people. So this is showing us that humanity is being used and controlled remotely. So 4 times in the same video, this is quite a lot. This image of puppets on string is quite omnipresent in this video. Obviously, this video is about clowns, so there are many clowns. I just put a few of them, and all of them are kind of creepy. They are not friendly looking, they are really, really creepy, and we have this pattern I have been showing on and on lately with the big teeth, long sharp teeth. So they represent the printer of the matrix. It's the same symbolism as the shark. I have a video showing so many movies about sharks, and clowns are the same. I pointed it out in my video about a place called Slaughter Race, and this is what has put me on the track of investigating clowns and jesters, the Joker. So I believe that the message of this video is that those creatures are the puppet masters. It's what's having the control over humanity. And well, the title suggests to bow down to them. He apparently has done a good job with that, but for me, no thank you. So apart from representing the printer of the matrix or the printing press, they can also represent archons or whatever you want to call them, demons, parasites, or jinns, and they all look creepy and evil. This is a representation of the force running the matrix, and it is mischievous. And of course we have fire symbolism. And in my video about the Slaughter Race Decoded, we could see that the clown was related to the dumpster fires. And It the Killer Clown also has to do with fire, as well as the shark that was in Slaughter Race, and so many shark videos. And of course the Green Goblin and the Joker. Knowing that clowns, Green Goblins, the Joker, and the Jester represent the same thing, the printer of the matrix. And obviously it is a reference to hell. Here we have the wheel with the 5-pointed star, and we had 2 references to the 5-pointed star in the decode. Clowns are very often related to this 5-pointed star. And the 5-pointed star, as I've shown in other videos, is related to the demiurge. And here we have the octopus. The octopus is the symbol of Yaldabaoth, the demiurge. And this octopus here started spinning very fast. It's interesting that they are showing the demiurge activating this spinning movement. It is also very interesting that they put the demiurge related to the clowns. And we could deduce that the clowns work for the demiurge. And of course we couldn't miss the symbol of the wheel. As a reminder, the wheel can be a representation of the Wheel of Fortune, that is the Wheel of Reincarnation, or the oak apple. This is actually a great specimen of a representation of an oak apple. And this has to do, of course, with the printing press and the printing industry. So the clown would be the printer of the matrix, and the wheel the oak apple. Clowns are very often represented with the wheel, as well as any representation of the printer of the matrix. Here we can see the singer in front of a green screen, and green screen is 43 in Chaldean, matching once again this spider medicine card, representing the demiurge. This is a very interesting concept. This could have something to do with the technology creating the matrix overlay. So I looked into it and found this. A green screen is a large green backdrop placed in the background of a shot to allow for digital effects later. In post-production, the special effects department will edit the background from green to anything they want with CGI, computer-generated imagery. This expression is very interesting. Or background footage called plates. The green can take up the entire background or just a portion of it, depending on what needs to be replaced. How does a green screen work? The process of chroma keying or compositing involves layering 2 images together. The subject in front of the green screen, the special effects or CGI put onto the green screen. As we live in a simulation, I found this concept of computer-generated imagery very interesting, and especially as they show the green color so much in movies. And finally, their video ends with 666 symbolism. Here you can clearly see that the name of the band really has to do with blood and sacrifice and slaughter. And clowns in movies are pretty much represented as killer clowns. That was all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.